Welcome to Market Cuisine. We are joining Chef Diane at the Missoula, Montana Farmers Market. She is gathering ingredients for a provincial-style topping for pasta.
I can't use much more than that.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Right, thank you.
Provincial cooking comes from a southern region of France where plenty of sunshine brings fresh herbs, ripe tomatoes, and an abundance of garlic.
We're going to prepare today a dish using fresh Montana produce, all organically grown, and prepare a French provincial-style meal on pasta. We're going to chop the onions into fairly small pieces. About one whole onion will do. Okay. And next, chop up this leek. Leeks are in the same family as the onion, but they have a milder flavor. These can be kind of sandy. This one looks pretty good, but if you see any sand in the inside of it, you might want to rinse it off after you chop it. But this one looks good. Delicious. Hey Beth, you want to come try this?
Yeah!
Give me some. Try.
That's good. That's really good. Can I have some more?
Thanks for joining us. See you next spring.
There you go. This is about the last one I got. Fuck. How's that? Beauty. Thank you. And this is, if you cook this, you slice it up like this and use it in like Hungarian mushroom soup. You know the Missoula cookbook? Beautiful stuff.
Did he tell y'all made him stuffed peppers with them?
Yeah, it turned out good.
Yeah, but they were long.
Apple cider, we can make apple trips too. With Montana grown oats.
Johnny, come home. Okay. Your loved ones are calling. Johnny, why do you stay so late? Johnny is gone and was seed sowing out in the peace of our tree. He's dancing with the newest daughter. Johnny, come home, your loved ones are calling. Johnny, why do you stay so late? Johnny is gone and was sick. Johnny, come home, your loved ones are calling. Johnny, why do you with his daughter? Okay.
I love this thing.
Just make sure it comes, either comes back to me or put it in. Okay. And I recommend using a pencil. Tonight at 7 o'clock, I'm going to solicit more resolutions from whomever is here and explain to them why I'm doing this. And after that, I'm going to fill this with water, put some of these resolutions in here and blend them and turn them into paper. And the idea is to combine individual resolutions with everybody, you know, it'll all be blended together, so it's like the community's resolutions as a whole. I have a piece of paper, and then I'm also going to do stuff with a beaker. I'm going to...
You know, are you a magician? You're not a magician? Who's a magician out there? Are you a magician? Come on up. Here, give me a hand. I need some help today. I need some help. Oh, hold it. She needs a magic wand, doesn't she? All magicians use magic wands. Here, I've got one here. This one works really good. This is great. I just got this. It's wonderful. They tell me it's guaranteed to work every time. Here, you take the magic wand, and we'll go to work. Here we go.
Bring forth the royal diadem and crown him Lord of all. Bring forth the royal diadem and crown him Lord of all. And crown him Lord of all. And crown him Lord of all.
You don't have to sing, but it'll be more boring if you don't. But I can do it all by myself. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me the endless skyway. I saw below me the Golden Valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest.
Can we get some more color on that? Okay, you want on the black there? Yeah, let's get some more color.
Yeah, I didn't know we need it. Yeah. Yeah, but that's a little different.
drive by and remember, oh yeah, we have good dreams and visions of Missoula.
Okay, we can fire the
Yeah.
Okay, Mom, then we can wire it to the back.
Wire the eyes on too?
Yeah. No, not the eyes. And the mouth.
Well, I've seen the play down one block because play about what the girls, play and how they feel what about their families and like that.
Is mine for thanks for the reminder. Oh wait, I have had bad advice. At Thanksgiving, my mom always says, "You don't really want to eat that."
Then why is it at the table?
And don't you just love it when your coaches and teachers get together and say, "Have a good weekend and remember the code of conduct."
Except for the fact that my aunt only had birthday candles. So was the rosary by nightlight. The one thing that I'll never forget as long as I live is how beautiful it was when I went to say one last goodbye to her before she was taken away. Moonlight was streaming through her window right onto her face, and I took it as her goodbye to me. When I first saw this picture, I saw only my grandmother. But now, as I look at it, I see a strong woman. A woman who had been through it all. A woman I love.
So it was that Bear gave her that drum. And when that drum was placed in Coyote's hands, he went out to greet them. He stood inside that camp circle. He sang his song. He was feeling powerful. And everyone came out and stood. They looked upon him. He pulled his power into him and he sang again. And when he struck the drum, the rains fell from the heavens. But no one moved. Everyone stood because power was in Coyote. One more time he sang.
We started sculpting at 10:30.
I was going to say 9 to 5.
And about 5, we finished up 5:30. And like the dragon and the wizard, there was 3 people, 2 people on the one with the...
There, in fact, I got a perfectly steady shot for you.
Yeah, right. You're cute. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, too. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, you had your baby.
Well,
his grandfather's coat, sewn in the lining a 10-shilling note. Goodbye to the family, goodbye to the shore. Till I taste good fortune, you'll see me no more. Well, that boat on the ocean tossed like a cork, and then one fine morning.
Leave me or hang me, that will never fear me. I will burn milk in Dune ere
It's to make it spread.
Oh, I see.
Very complicated, highly technical piece of equipment.
Oops, you knocked out a candy.
The old man by the Kiva stove sits with his eyes closed, smiling peacefully at the songs. The katsinas give him a roasted ear of corn. He holds it a long time in his hand before eating. He spills cornmeal onto his lap, onto his shoes.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
I shouldn't say that. Yeah, that's all right. Tag along, Tom.
Tag along, Tom.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's going to Union Hall.
Well, I guess. I'd probably do something out in the street.
Union Hall, 6:40? Or the courthouse.
7:40.
7:40 at the courthouse.
Next story I'm going to tell is from the Southwest. It's a Navajo tale told by a Navajo medicine man named Hosteen Claw. And it's called How the Stars Fell Out of the Sky, which ties into my next New Year's resolution about getting outside more at night and in all kinds of weather. How the stars fell out of the sky. Are you all hearing me okay in the back? Long ago in the before time, before your grandparents and your great-grandparents and your great-great-grandparents were born, there was first man and first woman. And they spent their days traveling all over the earth, collecting the stories from the trees and the sky and the soils and the animals and the rivers. They collected the rules, how things work together, how harmony exists on this earth. Now one night, first man and first woman were coming home. The sun was setting and it was getting dark. And first woman said, "You know, first man, we really should be writing these rules down for all the people who will follow us." "Yes," said first man, who greatly admired his wife's wisdom. "That's a wonderful thing to do." "But where shall we write them?" said first woman. Thought first man. "We can write them in the desert sands." "Oh, but when the winds come, they would erase the words." That's true, said first man. Let's write them in the waters. Oh, that wouldn't work, said first woman. The ripples and the waves would erase them right away. Well, let's see, he said. And just then they walked right next to the Hogan, which is the houses where the Navajos live. And there, right next to the door, was a huge basket of jewel-like stars that the sky god had given as a gift to first woman. Why don't you take these jewels and write them, the laws, in the blackberry night sky, said the first man. Yes, said first woman. And she right then and there went into the house and got her best blanket, gathered up the big basket of stars, and walked out into the warm desert night. She came to a spot and put down her blanket and gently tipped over the basket of stars. There were thousands of stars, millions of stars, and she took one and placed it in the sky, and she took another and placed that in the sky, and another, and then she stood back and looked and then adjusted them because she wanted them to be perfect, for she realized that these laws would keep the people from living in chaos and confusion forever, and she wanted to do it perfectly. Now, first woman was not alone this night. For up on the hill, crouched behind a mesquite tree, was Coyote. And Coyote was a very, very curious creature. And his curiosity brought him down the hill closer and closer until he was crouched right behind First Woman. And in a voice that sounded like an arrow whistling through the night sky, he said, "First Woman, what are you doing?" And she said, "I'm writing the laws of how everything on the earth works together. I'm writing the rules of harmony." And he said, "May I help you?" And she said yes, and she pointed him to a section of sky and gave him some stars. And Coyote started writing the rules that she, First Woman, had told him, and he put up one star and another and another. But for every star he put up, there were millions of stars still on the blanket. Now, Coyote is many things, but he is not a patient creature. And so he said to First Woman, "This is going to take forever." And she said, "Yes, this may take the rest of my life. But what job is half as important as writing the laws and rules of how everything works together for all the people who will come?" Think of it. Peasants coming home from the fields at night will look up and see the laws. Women singing their lullabies at night to their babies will see them. And soldiers in distant lands, fearful, will look up and take heart and faith. Well, Coyote went back to his work, and he placed the stars, and he placed another star, and he placed another star. But finally, looking at that huge pile of stars, in a fit of impatience, he grabbed the edges of a blanket and flung the stars into the black ink sky. "Coyote!" wailed First Woman, "what have you done?" For she realized that what Coyote had done could never be undone, and that the people would live in chaos and confusion forever. Coyote slunk away into the night, and First Woman, stayed there and wept. But they say, if you have a great deal of curiosity and a great deal of patience, if you take your favorite blanket out away from the city lights on a warm summer's night and lie down, in amongst the chaos that Coyote created, you can see the tracings of First Woman's laws. And if this story is sweet, take it and pass it on. Thank you. So, there are stories everywhere. Can you all see what this is? I hold it in the light maybe here. It's a glass earth. And if the earth were a ball a few feet in diameter, floating above a field somewhere, people from everywhere would come to marvel at it. They'd marvel at the bumps on it, and the holes in it, and the big pools of water, and the little pools of water, and the water connecting the big pools and the little pools. They'd be in awe of the thin layer of gas with suspended water that surrounded it. They would wonder at all the creatures in the water and on the land. They would would hold it as sacred because they knew it was the only one. They would come to it to pray, to be healed, to know beauty, to gain knowledge, and to wonder how this thing could be. And they would protect it with their very lives, for they would know that their own lives, their own roundness, had everything to do with this. That is, if the earth were a ball, a few feet in a diameter, floating above a field somewhere. Happy 1995. Thanks for being a great audience. You were a good listener. You were really a good listener.
Story, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
That was pretty good for him.
That was very good.
There you go. Easy, easy. Don't get it all over you. Don't turn over the